You have some work to do.
We had a better interaction last time. She's like, kind of just only a little slightly hates me now, so I can work with that.
Really saved that one.
And then I need to get a symbol of the Morning Lord and Mother Knight from the Abbey while we're there. Or at least one of them.
At least look.
Yeah.
Well, there's one on the book.
I think there is
On the
definitely one. There's definitely the symbol of the Morning Lord.
It's
To
in the
find the
kitchen.
symbol of Mother Knight.
Oh, there's one in the kitchen?
It's in the dining room, right?
Hi, cool.
The
Okay.
big Morning Lord symbol.
Cool. The one I was
There's
thinking of-
a bunch of symbols of the Morning Lord in the
Yeah.
Abbey.
Okay.
I have a question. What color hair does the Burgermaster have?
White. Why?
I need a hair.
Oh yeah, you do. What did you need? You need a wait.
She needed gold.
Oh well, yeah, a string
need-
of golden hair.
Oh, a holy water, which I got from Lydia Petrovna,
We have that.
and a lock of golden hair,
Right.
which I have not yet procured.
The Abbot had golden hair.
He's no more. He's not with us anymore.
Check his pillow.
I'm gonna check his pillow.
Check his pillow, check the shower drain.
Does he have a brush? This is Life Size, starring Tyra Banks.
Yes, sir.
What color was Vasilka's hair?
I tried to look that one time. Did she have hair?
She does have hair. Yeah. We'll just say it was brown.
I tried to look. Do you remember when we were having dinner and I was like, I'm gonna try and flap under her veil? I was looking for her hair.
Right.
What you should have been looking for is whether she had any eyes or not.
Well, Trevor did say, he said like the light. No, because then you failed doing that, but then you tried to cast light on her face.
But I couldn't see
It
her.
illuminated
the
her
lights
features, but not her
Did
mouth.
not.
Oh
Her
shit!
eyes. I heard that back on Christmas Day.
Happy Yuletide to everyone.
Oh yes.
I leave the Burgermaster's house after talking to him about his girls. And I kind of wander out of his house, I think trailing behind Drogar, and stand in the middle of the town. And I just picture Winnie like holding Tally-Ho and just kind of looking around as people are starting to like meet each other as this crowd is like flowing down into the town. It's a big thing to like encounter your destiny, and I think she's just a little overwhelmed and is just standing still in the middle of the street, kind of watching everybody go in and wondering what we are supposed to do next.
At a certain point, just sort of in the meandering of watching the comings and goings of these animal kin coming into the town, and various denizens of the city coming out a little unsuredly, but following the Burgermaster's lead, sort of begin trying to figure out exactly what to do with them. But at a certain point in the kind of kerfuffle, Otto and Ziggy come up to you, Winnie. And Otto says,
Well, the burger man seems nice.
He does seem nice.
Yeah.
Do you still like opening the door?
Huh. Well, you know, Winnie, it's funny, I mean, I think I'll always love opening doors. But, back there in the, outside the Abbot's chambers, I started asking myself the questions. And I got real scared there for a while, Winnie, but, you know, you were there, and you came to our home with a purpose that you decided on yourself, and that was to help me and Ziggy and all of us. And I don't know, if you can make it your purpose to help others, maybe I can too. What do you think?
I think that you would be really good at that, Otto.
Really?
I think that would be so good for you.
I really only know how to open doors right now, but do you think I could learn even something else?
You know so much more than how to open doors. It's just that opening doors was the only thing you were allowed to do.
Oh. I guess that's true.
And it might take a little time to figure out what you really want to do. But now you have time.
Time. Oh, what a good gift from you. Well, what are you going to do now, Winnie?
Well, now we got some more work to do, I think. We gotta go look for a hidden treasure now.
A hidden treasure?
Yeah.
What? Where?
Well, I think...
Oh, well, I suppose it's hidden.
It is! We don't know where it is! We gotta go back up to the Abbey to find it.
Oh,
We're
you
looking
do?
for a book.
A book? Well, there's lots of books in the library.
I know there's so many books I don't even know where to start.
There's a lot of books in there. Well, I hope you find it.
Thanks. Do you know where you're going?
Well, like you and Drogar said, I guess we'll try to stay here and take the time we need to find what's next.
If you need any help, just let me know. We're gonna be right up here, and I'll make sure we say bye before we leave.
Oh, I would really appreciate it if you did.
Oh yeah, and if you feel like you know where you're going, or there's somebody that like you want to go meet, and you need me to make an introduction, I can do that. Or if you and Ziggy want to make sure that you stick together, I could introduce you to the Burgermaster, and maybe you could stay with him.
You know, Ziggy and I have always looked out for each other. We'll be okay. This place seems really nice.
It is really nice. There's lots of nature down here.
I know. Wow. Well, wherever you're off to next, Winnie, I know you're very important, and I just want to wish you luck and thanks for giving us purpose.
Thanks, Otto.
And Ziggy walks up and just like kind of shuffles up awkwardly, not meeting your eyes, and then looks up for a second and then looks down embarrassed, and like just gives you a little hug, and then steps back awkwardly and holds her arms to her sides, and just says, "Okay, bye."
Okay. Bye, Ziggy. You guys have fun.
What's that?
You don't have to just do the thing that you do, you know, have fun.
Well, how?
Like, play and pretend and, like, throw stuff up and catch it. Have you ever done that?
Pretend like... I could pretend like I'm opening doors for a fancy ballroom dance?
Yes!
Oh,
like
and
that.
all the people come in and they're so pretty.
And you say, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so."
Oh, Mrs. Bumblethumb.
"Hey, Mrs. Such-and-Such."
Oh, you look lovely today, Kiki Boo.
"I love your big dress."
Oh, your parent is looking particularly pluckish today.
"And you can do a dance."
Oh, look at him go. Is that fun?
That was fun.
Oh, thanks, Winnie.
Thanks,
That
Otto.
was fun.
That was fun.
Thanks, Winnie.
Thanks, Otto. Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you in a little bit, okay?
Okay, I hope you do.
Okay, bye!
Okay, bye!
My favorite interaction in this game so far.
Also, does anyone else get the feeling that Otto's just going to become like a college admissions administrator?
Oh, I'm sweating now. Now I have direction again. And so I'll turn and like, I think Drogar has like taken a couple paces ahead of me. And so I'll chase after Drogar. I think back towards the Abbey.
Well, Winnie, you've become quite the diplomat.
Diplomat.
And Drogar does like this. He kind of puts his big dragon snout up and he goes,
Do I smell like a diplomat?
"You're very fancy.
I do not think I am very fancy.
And you come across, young Winifred, is quite
Wincelet.
From the front
But
of the
my
crowd.
fancy name is Winifred.
Wincelet. Very fancy. It
Thanks.
suits you.
Thanks. I'm so tired. Are you tired?
Exhausted.
Oh my gosh, and you fell out of the sky even. That was like 1 hour ago. Can we be convening? Like we're seeing like Artemis
Sure.
is like
Yeah,
wandering
yeah.
over and like Kaz is wandering over.
Mm-hmm.
Kaz, are you wearing clothes?
I think we said last episode, at the end of the battle, I put my clothes back on.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
I
So
just imagine
I
Kaz
indeed-
walks up with like a bear rug, like from the Abbey, like wrapped around them, and it's just like
Tore a tapestry off the wall.
I grabbed what I could find.
just a couple of poppy petals.
Like American Beauty.
Everyone I walk past just falls asleep.
Oh, the image of Kaz as the girl in American Beauty with poppy petals is wild.
Hilarious.
Spectacular.
Wild.
Amazing and perfect in every way.
That's season 2 Kaz. Right
Yes.
Just naked.
Yeah.
Just naked.
I think subconsciously Drogar will like pick Winnie up and just kind of sit her on his shoulder so that she doesn't have to walk anymore. Just because she's tired. Yeah, exactly.
Otto runs by.
Otto boy, Otto, you open that door. How are we feeling?
We have a lot to do still. We got big goals still. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Yes, but young Winnie, you can barely keep your eyes open.
What do you mean I have like 2 spell slots left? I can do
2
anything.
whole spell slots.
I mean, it's morning.
Yes,
I don't want to waste the day away either.
of course. Perhaps we head up to the Abbey and take it easy.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
One step at a time.
Yeah, that feels good.
Yes. Perhaps there's something in the pantry.
Okay. I know where that is. Follow me.
But how? It's just like, but it starts marching.
But no, I'm still on your shoulders and I just go like this.
Just point. Alright.
Up we
Back
go.
up to the Abbey you go. Up, 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 up the stairs we go. And then to Never mind, that's a that's a protracted Lord of the Rings reference that I'm going to cut off the case right there.
You said that's and I thought you were gonna say that's a Pearl Harbor reference.
I was hearing that first and I was like,
My favorite movie when I was 10.
I saw 2000 and something Pearl Harbor.
So yeah, you come back to the Abbey.
So as we're walking to, I'd like to look at Kaz a bit. How's my hair?
How is your hair?
Roll for hair.
I think you're all a little worse for wear at this point.
Help me tuck it back.
Been
a
through
little
quite a
bit.
night.
I feel like Artemis is doing like the.
Yeah.
It's like trying to like like licking his like trying to get it slicked, like.
And then he's like, does Abbey have a shower? I can't see Esmeralda like this.
Yeah, no, I think Kaz would look at your hair and also at her disheveled self and like as she realizes that some of it's like fallen in front of her face and start like sort of tying it back and go, you know, I think if you leave it looking like you just killed a god, Esmeralda might like that better than if it's slicked back.
That's true. She's pretty much a badass. She might like this.
I'm gonna punch you on the chest.
Yeah.
Play it cool.
Right.
But keep your arms down.
Give me some of that cinnamon or something.
I'm almost out. It's been giving me an existential crisis since 3 episodes. I've been worried about it every time we sat down to play.
You know what? I'll get some of those flowers from our room.
No!
For my body.
Oh, the beans. So we head back up to the Abbey.
Yeah, back up to
Marching
the
our way
Abbey.
up.
Back up to the Abbey you go. Returning to it, you see, so you see the spot where Drogar and the Abbey fell. Sort of a faint tracing of ash where the Abbot's body disapparated. It's very quiet. None of the animal kin walking about it. They're all back down in the village now. It's eerie, and it's still like the air is still sort of electrified with the events of the evening, of the night.
I'll get you to put me down.
Yep.
and I'll walk over to where the abbot fell.
Mhm.
And I will just look and see if there's anything left, especially a hair.
Sure. Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Oh no.
Guidance.
Okay, and I get a guidance?
The roll wasn't bad. The guidance,
14.
Making your way back up here. In fact, a light dusting of snow has fallen since last you were here. Just a small, just like powdered sugar on top of a. Oh man.
Cake?
A beignet?
Oh.
Either of those works. You know what I mean. But yeah, it's a light dusting on the ground, and as you sort of examine this spot where the abbot's body lay, you find a thin trace where the snow has not landed, surrounding one singular long threaded gold lock.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh wow.
The snow sort of making a space around it, still thrumming with power.
I'll run my hand over the length of it, just kind of feeling for the energy, just so I don't get like zapped or something. I've been like looking for the chance I'll take off my school sweater and I'll rip off the white sleeves of my button-down shirt. I just like feeling like
Cut a little loose.
I need to cut a little bit loose. I've been feeling like rip off the sleeves of my white shirt and I'll lay down one of the little sleeves and I'll put the hair
Excellent.
and I'll roll it up in my sleeve of my white shirt and put it in my bag.
Excellent. Yeah, you've got it. You can feel, even as you pick it up, it does sort of like course with energy. You feel like it's sort of the same way in which your chicken foot medallion just sort of has almost like a little heartbeat of its own. This is very similar. But yeah, you roll it up in your torn sleeve and deposit it into your belongings.
Yeah.
Kaz sees you do that, and it occurs to her why you're doing that, because like she's been trying to keep a very strict like checklist of the things, and she sees you doing that and knows immediately why. But then that makes her remember the dream she had the night before, the night like where before she woke up, and her face just kind of just gets very like. She just sort of like straightens up a little bit because she's been like slumped over her spear, and that like she kind of blushes and then just walks a little faster.
Oh. Okay, giddy up. Oh. Can we rewind?
Yeah.
As you're making your way up to the Abbey, that it's still like an hour's walk back upwards. At a certain point, Winnie. You're making your way up, doing perhaps when they're asking about, when Artemis is asking about how his hair looks, and the adults are distracted. Pasha sidles up next to you, and he's been very, very quiet since the fight. How are you feeling?
I feel okay now.
Good.
Are you feeling okay?
Oh, yes, I'm quite fine. I've almost died loads of times.
But that was so horrible. And I feel like I can't ever get that out of my head. But I'm so glad you're okay.
Okay. But he kind of like screws up his face a little bit in that way that like when kids are like feeling a complex emotion that they can't quite wrap their heads around yet. The parents
Sure
are shaking
fucking
their
do.
heads. Can't quite wrap his head around. He just kind of like screws up his face and he can't quite seem to process what's going on with him.
Are you worried about something?
No.
Do you have a question?
No.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it?
I really wish that you hadn't left by yourself. I know that you're very strong, Winnie, and you can take care of yourself, and I knew that and everything is fine, but if you want to sneak away by yourself, I wish that you would at least let me know first. okay, thank you.
Okay. I can do that.
I don't always need to go with you, and I will never try to stop you.
No, I know.
But I just would like to know where you are, because I didn't know where you are, and I woke up and you were gone, and everyone else was asleep, and I didn't know where you were, and I got very scared.
I'm sorry, Pasha. I didn't mean to make you scared.
I know you didn't. I know you never would do it on purpose. But I would really appreciate if you just tell me when you were sneaking off in the future.
Okay. Thank you for saying that. I will do that. And I'm sorry I made you worry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm really, really glad that you're okay. And I'm really, really glad that you're with us.
I'm glad you're okay too, Winnie.
I think that you are so, so special.
You do?
I think that you are really, really cool.
I wasn't able to do much of anything in that last fight. I want to help you all so much, but sometimes I don't know, I feel like a burden more than anything else.
You're so not.
I'm not.
No, and you're always really helpful, but I don't want you around because you're helpful. I just want you around.
Winnie, do you think I'm a good boy?
I think that you are an incredible person.
I've done a lot of bad things, before I met all of you, and I just want to try to help this place now. That's why I like being with all of you so much, is that I really think that you can change things here, and you're good and kind and strong and wise and helpful and funny, and I just want to be like all of you.
You make us all more of those things, you know? You make us more strong and helpful and funny and kind.
Okay. I believe you.
Okay. I really like you a lot.
Oh, I like you too, Winnie.
Yes. Okay. I will run away now.
Okay.
I will run away now.
Okay. And we make it to the Abbey.
I will hold this towel.
Can I roll to see if Drogar heard Pasha talking?
Ah, sure.
He most certainly did. It's a nat 20.
Yeah,
No!
he most certainly did.
So I think as Winnie kind of blushes and runs off in the opposite direction, Drogar will kind of settle up and put a hand on Pasha's shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
I couldn't help but overhear you talking about
Your intentions.
I was thinking of going that way, and I stopped. I was like, no, I have something else.
Don't listen to me, don't.
Yeah. Just want to say that whatever you're planning, I would expect you to treat her like a young lady. I just wanted to say, dear Pasha, that it is not our past or the things that we've done that defines us. It is what we strive to do and what we become.
What is it that you strive to do, Drogar?
Currently, I strive to bring light to this world and to make sure that me and my 4 friends make it back to where we came from.
Oh, right. I always forget that you aren't from here. That you're from a land far away. A land where, by all accounts, there's a giant ball of fire in the sky that burns your flesh. That sounds awful.
You know, when you say it like that, it is quite awful. But that as miraculous. You see, it causes flowers to grow.
It does?
Yes. And it causes the grass to be bright green.
Really?
And in the summertime, it causes the ice to melt. So the mountains are grand statues of rock.
Oh, I love rocks.
Yes. Very, very,
Wow.
very rock.
It does all that.
Yes. And on top of all of that,
Mm-hmm.
it warms you.
Well, you know, when you say it all like that, I suppose it doesn't sound so bad.
It doesn't. You know, such a beautiful thing we have taken for granted. I see that now. But being here without it for so long is agonizing. I cannot imagine what it must be like for you and the people of Valaki and Kresk to go through day by day without our son.
Well, I mean, we've never known it, I suppose, so you can't really miss what you've never known. We do all right. There aren't flowers here so much. They're hard to find, but if you know where to look, you can find them. And the grass, well, it's not bright green, it's more like a sad green.
What if I told you, Pasha, that there were such flowers in the land where I come from that are every colour that you can imagine?
I can only imagine like 5.
You see how purple my robe is?
Was that what that's called?
Yes, yes.
That's
This
a
is
nice
called
one.
Purple, and there is a flower called a violet that is this colour.
Why don't they call it a purple?
Well, that's a really good question. I don't know why they don't call it purple.
Wow. A flower that is the colour of your clothes. You really have everything outside of this valley, don't you?
Well, we did. We did.
If we are able to defeat Strahd, do you think that we'll get some purple flowers and some happy grass and all of those things? Will they come here?
Pasha, I would venture so far as to say that if we defeated Strahd, you would have your own great ball of fire in the sky. And all of these things that I speak of would become yours by happenstance.
Well, that seems as good as anything to strive for. So, that is what I will do.
And because you strive for that, you, my dear Pasha, are a very good person.
Okay. Thanks, Drogar. I think you're a good person too.
Thank you. Remember, it is not our past that defines us.
It's what we strive for. Like a great big bowl of fire.
Yes, we'll keep workshopping.
And then they just kind of like
Great.
Nice.
Are we in Kaz emotional overload power walking? Why are you walking so fast?
No reason.